I've always loved going to thrift stores, not just because the things are cheap, but also because the place has a strange and wonderful feeling of time. A couple days ago, I brought this frame from Goodwill. As you can see, it's brand new. I brought this home is not just because it's totally new, it's also because of the color of the frame. So it's a golden color. I have no idea what's the material of this frame, but for me, I love like the frame color, and also I think it just gives me a very modern vibe. And also for me, I love bluish or purplish color, so I think like the yellow goldenish color could be a great matching with bluish or purplish color. So what I'm going to do for today is I'll just use India ink to do a modern painting and put it inside and just give it a try and see how it turns. These picture frames have already lived part of someone else's life. Maybe they once hung in a living room. Maybe after a move or a goodbye, they ended up here. So I feel like when they sit on the shelf of the Goodwill, they were no longer needed. They're just like quiet and old things. And they're sort of like waiting for people all the time. And when I choose a frame in a store, I'm always like very, very slow. I pick them up and I put them down like again and again. I look at the marks on the back, the edges of the wood, even the small cracks that don't seem useful anymore. But these infections actually make me feel calm, because they proved one thing. This object was really used in real life. So basically, once I found a painting like very suitable for me, I take them home and try to match one with the painting. And in that moment, I realized something. The meaning of reusing old things is not just about saving money or being eco-friendly. It feels more like building a new relationship. You're not like buying something brand new. You're sort of like asking them, can I give you a new place in my life? So most of the time, I like to do a very rough sketch before I do the painting, because that allowed me to have more time to think about the composition and the color matching. In the meantime, I think while I'm doing the sketching, I'm also like trying to find more inspiration that also helps me be more confident during the painting time. A lot of people asked me if I planned everything before I start painting. And honestly, I will say not really, especially with watercolor and ink, because I think they are incredibly unpredictable. You'll never know where the water will flow and how the colors will bleed into each other or how the paper will react that day. Sometimes I put down one brush stroke, and what happened next is almost like I'm just watching the painting decide for itself. And that's something I actually love. Sometimes when I'm sure a part of the painting didn't work out, but it ended up becoming the most interesting part of the whole piece. That kind of surprise is what keeps me coming back. I used to think a lot of the final result. Is this painting good enough? Should I keep it? Will people like it, or if I should share it? But the more I focused on the outcome, the more tense my painting became. And my hand felt stiff. And my mind wasn't really there. Over time, I started changing the way I paint. And now, before I begin, I give myself a very simple goal. Not to paint something good, but to paint in a good mood. So I slow down. I let the water do its thing. I stop trying to control every detail. And then I have noticed something interesting. My mood shows up in the painting, not through technique, but through energy. When I feel relaxed, the brush strokes feels lighter and when I'm calm, the color feels softer. I really believe that painting isn't just about making a beautiful image. It's about transferring a state of mind. So if you feel tension or rushing or consistently judging the result, that energy stays in the work. But if you paint while feeling present, steady, or even quietly happy, that feeling finds its way onto the paper too. So these days, I don't chase perfection anymore. I care more about whether painting gives me a moment of peace. If it does, then the painting is already complete. When the painting goes into the frame and I hang it on the wall, I feel a very clear sense of satisfaction. Not the feeling of finishing a task, but the feeling of letting something forgotten to be seen again. It feels like the frame gets a new identity, and I was part of that moment. I think life moves very fast now, so fast that many things are replaced before they even get old. But with old things, time is visible. And when you choose to understand them, fix them, and use them again, you slow down too.